La. 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 Okay, now clients, you need a lawyer who's clear like water, get game for a quarter, analyzing court orders. You a top-notch client, let me hear you holler. Need some tips, some legal tricks. We whip them out, solve your legal conflicts. Slang advice on the law, you can bet it. Need a lawyer, call Kmark, you can get it. If you need a good lawyer, say, yeah, got a good hit. Let me stop. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Markwell Cade with Kmark Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyers, back with another resource for you. It's 3 Minute Thursday. We're actually not sure. We make this up every week. But today, we're going to talk about when you should register your copyright. And we're going to do so in 3 minutes or less. There are so many things that can fall under copyright protections. Books, short stories, novels, poems, video games, app code, music videos, motion pictures, documentaries, TikToks, you name it. The list goes on and on. And with so many things that you can copyright, a lot of times clients come to me and wonder, when is the best time to register that copyright? As we've already talked about, without registration of a copyright, you can't sue someone for using your work without permission. As such, whether you're creating a book, novel, short story, poem, video game, app code, whatever, you want to make sure that you register with the U.S. Copyright Office. And generally speaking, the timeline for doing so, no matter what you're registering, will be, listen up, when your creative work is in its final draft, but before you start the publishing process, whatever that may look like. So for songs, for example, when you've finally gotten that final draft of your song, but before you send it out to your distributors that will send it to the streaming platforms, register it with the U.S. Copyright Office. When you finish that final draft of your novel or poem or short story or video game, whatever, you want to take it to the U.S. Copyright Office before you send it to your publishers. Once that work is in its final form and doesn't plan on taking any additional forms, you're good to register. Submitting an application before you publish also makes the application process less expensive and less time consuming. It allows you to upload your work in its final draft form digitally when you haven't published yet. When you've already published, things can get a little bit more complicated. So to recap, if you're ever wondering when you should register your copyright, you should register it after the creative work reaches its final draft stage, but before you publish it. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today for another 3 Minute Thursday. This video went a little bit longer than 3 minutes. My bad. I digress. I am Markwell Cade with Kmark Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyers. Protect your brand, grow your business, stay frosty, my friends. We'll see you next time. We hope this was helpful.